Hello, this is Barry, and you're watching Barry and the PI. It's a cloudy and kind of rainy day, afternoon. Been that way pretty much all day, so we might get rained out here in a minute. Uh, Today's video is going to be about my time as a production management specialist with the U.S. Air Force. No, I was not in the Air Force. I was in the Navy, Naval Air. But after I'd worked as an archaeologist, and my boss wanted me to go get my master's degree so I could, you know, head up some of the projects that he had. And I was the only one that just had the master's degree that worked for him. So I did. I went and got accepted into the University of Texas at San Antonio to the graduate school, and it's had a very good archaeology department. And I started working on my master's. Well, earlier I had taken a test called a PACE exam, which was if you wanted a job with the federal government, you had to take that test and pass it. So I was working on my first semester in graduate school, and I got a letter from the government saying that they wanted to come in me wanted to offer me a job as at first it said inventory management specialist with the U.S. Air Force in San Antonio. And so I knew if I didn't accept it, I would go down the list to the bottom of the list. So I said, well, the pay was really good. It was a training position. Uh, and so the pay was going to be pretty good. So I finished up the semester while I was doing this day job with the Air Force, Kelly Air Force Base in San Antonio. A big, big place, big base. And when I went, the day I was supposed to report there were like several other people also accepted these jobs. And fortunately for me, uh, they filled all their inventory management specialists, so they moved me to a production management specialist. Whole lot better job. And so I started that. And a friend of mine, Dan Losh, he started out just where I was, and both of us got production management specialists. And he's a good guy. He's from New Mexico. He's retired now. He stayed with it and did this over 20 years, I guess. This is back in the 1980s. So they placed me on a desk on the gas turbine engine program. And this gas turbine engine is what starts the B-1 bomber. That was our latest bomber. Uh, they had the whole list of MICAPs, what they call MICAPs, which things that are affecting the military capability. I had a whole bunch of them, so I had to figure out and get those taken care of. And so I did, and I got to know the thing. I had to go deal with maintenance a lot of times, or get stuff sent off to distribution and shipping. So these are huge divisions. They are several thousand each one of them, thousand employees. And so I got in there, and plus I also managed the contract with the U.S. Navy, uh, and that required me to go to Philadelphia every uh, few months. I like that. So as I got to know this job better, and I got promoted each year. I started out as a GS5, and after a year I got promoted to a GS7, and after 2 years I would be a GS9. And so I did that, and every week we would meet with the big wigs, the heads of the materials management, my division, and the head of the maintenance division and head of distribution to iron out, what problems we're having. And so I was doing pretty good at this job. I solved a lot of problems. Uh, One major problem ever I had is that there's supposed to be over 100 engine cases. These cases that they put engines in and they ship them out to the different bases and to different aircraft carriers and stuff. They're made of metal, and you're out there on a ship, it gets rusted pretty quickly. And the Navy had said that we had like 100 and something cases that they had sent us, and distribution said no, they don't know where these cases are, and the maintenance says no, I don't. Yeah, we'll repair them if we get them. And so I had gone to Philadelphia a couple of times to deal with some of these issues, and which usually the meetings with the Navy was over by 1 or 2 o'clock, so I had the rest of the day off to go and run around Philadelphia and that area. I went to Valley Forge. I went to what is it? Where the Amish are, Lancaster. Yeah, and so I had a good time on those trips. And so finally we kept all this stuff. Where are these engine cases? So I grabbed a engineering technician, and we went over to distribution, and right here. And the technician said, yeah, but we can't repair those. Those are beyond repair. So they should be condemned. So he went into the distribution offices and said, here's the engine cases the Navy's been wondering about for a long time. They're sitting out here. He said, oh yeah, we condemn those. Did you tell engineering? I don't know. Crazy. And I often had to meet, there'd be meetings with generals who'd come and head up the meeting, top officials, and so I would be there. I had to dress up a little bit, especially if they was going to have a meeting with the top brass. But sometimes I don't find out that there's going to be a meeting tomorrow, and I came in just slacks and sports shirt, and oh, Barry, there's a meeting, the general such over here. So I went in there, Nobody said anything, but usually I try to dress up with at least a shirt and tie. And so they were very happy with the job I had done. Uh, about the time that I got my GS9 grade, uh, I also was named the Division Employee of the Month for the Materials Management Division, and that was really nice. And shortly after that, I got my GS11, 3 years. So that's pretty good, GS5 to 11 in 3 years. Uh, Dan also got his GS11 too. And I started looking around. There was going to be an opening on the F100 engine, which is the engine that powers the F-16 fighter jets. So I was going to, I talked to the guy and he said, yeah. And went to my boss and said, I want to move over to this F-100 program. No, you said, you got this gas turbine engine thing in great shape, and I can't afford to lose you. Oh, that kind of upset me. And I'd thought about applying for a position in Italy, Naples, Italy, and stuff. And then about that time, I kind of missed working with kids. And the teachers' salaries were getting better, so I thought about, I'll go back and get my teacher's certification. So I had to take about 30 hours of education classes. So I did. Yeah, it's probably a stupid thing, but it's my decision. It's what I wanted to do. And so I left that very well-paid job with the Air Force and resigned. So that was, so I did. I went and started working. Took me about a year to get my teacher's certification. Started out certified in government, history, economics, and world geography. I later added anthropology, astronomy, earth science, and special ed. So I was certified in all of those fields. But most of my teaching was in history and geography. Until later, everybody wanted me to teach special education. So I did. Kids liked me. But I love teaching world geography a lot. And since I had traveled quite a bit before, in Mexico, my first wife, we traveled all over Mexico over several summers. And that's what made me want to get my degree in archaeology. So that was it. I had fun. I was damn good at that job. Uh, Dan Losh, my friend, he's on Facebook, and uh, he was a good friend. And I made him laugh a lot. I was his best friend, at his best man at his wedding, his first wife. But I haven't seen him in a long time, other than Facebook, and maybe on here. So comment up, like Dan, you watch this. Well, that's about it. Just another story in my life. I did a lot of things. I had a lot of fun. I did it my way, and I couldn't ask for a better life. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you get vaccinated. I'm kind of getting tired of staying here. I need to get out. So y'all take care of yourselves, your family, your pets, and if you see any disabled person, help them out. At least you say hi. They'd appreciate that. All right. That's today's video, and I'll see you again maybe tomorrow. Y'all take care.